Lucky walked in before I could put it back. And then we started talking. And then Nicholas showed up here, and I didn't think you wanted him finding out that Aiden wasn't his son the way I did.
I guess in a really bizarre way, I'm glad you showed up.
You're welcome, I think. When are you gonna fill Nicholas and Lucky in on this little secret?
Lucky,
I know grief can make people do crazy things, so if you by chance forged that DNA test and were hoping to use it to get Lucky back, but you're now having second thoughts, I say go with your gut, just forget I ever saw it.
the results are real. Aiden is Lucky's son.
But how? Okay, I'm clear on how it happened, but I mean, how are you just finding out about this now? I thought you got a DNA test before Aiden was born.
I did, and it came back that Nicholas was the father.
How is that possible?
Well, I'm pretty sure Helena had everything to do with it because she has this sick need to have control over Nicholas.
I thought my family had issues.
The older Aiden gets, the more he looks like Lucky. Just like Jake looked exactly like Jason. So I had another test done, and I got the results back the night of the accident. I was so preoccupied with that letter, I didn't hear my little boy walking out the front door.
That was not your fault.
If I was watching him, he'd be upstairs safe in his room right now. Anyway, I didn't tell Lucky or Nicholas. Maybe I was just hoping they would figure it out so I wouldn't have to make the choice to tell them.
There's not a choice. Lucky and Nicholas deserve to know the truth.
Look, I know.
Telling the truth about Aiden isn't going to lessen Lucky's pain.
But it might help him cope with the grief. Make it a little easier for him to get out of bed every morning.
So am I supposed to be okay with breaking Nicholas's heart in hopes that it'll heal Lucky's?
No matter how you handle this, somebody is going to end up getting hurt. But I think it'll be worse for Nicholas if you wait. And what about Aiden? The truth needs to come out while he's too young to realize what's going on.
He may be young, but he loves Nicholas. You should see how he lights up when they're together.
Then it's unfair to continue to let Aiden bond with Nicholas when Lucky is really his father. And don't you want Nicholas and Lucky finding out about this from you and not somebody else?
So what am I supposed to say? That this is the reason why Jake is never coming home?
Elizabeth, Jake's death was an accident.
But I wasn't watching him.
Beating yourself up over this is not going to help, but neither is carrying around that secret. Lucky and Nicholas deserve to know the truth. And either you tell them, or I will.
It should come from me. I'll do it.
Hi. I wanted to do something nice for you, too. I know flowers aren't exactly a guy thing. I just didn't know what else to bring. I suppose I could have brought a fruit basket, but never really understood why people bring food after somebody dies. It's not like you want to eat anything. Don't feel like you need to keep those.
I appreciate you thinking of me.
It's just really difficult to know what to do when something like this happens.
No, it should have never happened. I mean, if I hadn't have spent years ignoring that my dad had a problem.
Elizabeth is feeling guilty enough for both of you. She thinks she should have kept a closer eye on Jake.
Well, that's ridiculous. Elizabeth is an incredible mother. You know, she shouldn't be blaming herself.
Neither should you. You're not responsible for Luke's addiction. And I know that I'm partially to blame for yours because I supplied you with pills and I wrecked your marriage, which is ultimately what drove Elizabeth to Jason. I hope you know how sorry I am.
Look, Maxie, if all of that hadn't have happened, then Jake would have never been born. And, you know, being a father to him somehow made it all worth it.
Well, I know there's nothing that I can do to take away your pain. I just hope there's something or someone who can make up for that loss.
Well, no one can replace my son.
I wasn't trying to imply in any way that Jake could be replaced by anyone.
I know, Maxie, it's okay.
I know what it's like to lose someone that you love. I didn't think I would get over the grief when Georgie died, but the pain stopped consuming me and I was able to move on.
How?
I had a lot of good people around me who said the right things. But I think it was Spinelli who saved me. I mean, he was like this light that pulled me out of this dark hole I was trapped in, and I'm hoping there is someone who could be that for you. I need to go. Kate will be really upset if there is not a latte on her desk when she gets back from that budget meeting.
Hey. Hey. Don't rush off on my account.
Why would I do that?